You are now live.
Ooh, good morning, everyone. Nice, smooth start to the computer this morning. That makes me happy. Every time I try to go, I liked it somehow. I don't know. Every time I try to go in through the, every time I try to go in through the notification, it doesn't give me a screen. And I refreshed it too.
It must have just been something unplugged for the main system, because last time after they got that pole fixed, it wasn't at full power. It was going to take like 8 days to upload a video.
Alright. We can start. I'll just pull it up as I go. Ready?
All right, yep. Good morning. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com for those of you streaming and those of you watching on Facebook Live. That's brought to you courtesy of FTS Automotive. Thank you all for joining us today.
Yes, and if you are not following along on Facebook Live, we encourage you to do so. You get a behind the scenes of what goes on when Z93, Outlaw Country, and MonsterMediaYuma.com go to commercial break. We stay live for the entire hour. Now, if you're not able to catch the Facebook Live feed live, you can actually go to Jennifer's page later on in the day, and you can find it there. Or you can go to MonsterMediaYuma.com and click on the Today in Yuma tab, and there you'll find the day's show, and it's there for 24 hours. And if you happen to comment it, or you have any comments on it, or you have any questions for our guest, even later on in the day, go ahead and post the comment. We get a notification, and if we can't answer it, we will find the correct answer for you.
That's right. We love to interact with our listeners. If you're not, a lot of people do interact with us on Facebook Live, but you can still call. The number here is 782-4321. If you'd like to chime in, just share something with us, like a birthday. Maybe you have some birthdays to get into us. Now, one of the big things this morning, it's Taco Tuesday, and so many people celebrate. They celebrate Taco Tuesday. It's a weekly event around here, and we did our big drawing this morning. Now, Tacos and Beer is a sponsor of our Taco Tuesday promotion, and every Tuesday morning before the show, we will draw that week's winner. So you can start entering right now, and it will be put in the pot for next week's drawing.
Next week, yes.
But our winner this morning is Larry Ziegler. Congratulations, Larry.
Oh, I love that it is a daily viewer on our Facebook Live feed. Larry, congratulations. You and a guest get to enjoy 3 tacos each and a non-alcoholic drink.
That's right. And again, Tacos and Beer, thankful to have them part of our show. All you need to do to get those entries in, text the keyword taco. TACO. Now this is for next week. Text it to 928-343-0993. And you can text as often as you like. We just really want you to text responsibly.
Yes.
And please, no texting while driving or in school.
Yeah, or in school, yes. We want you to practice safe texting, and texting during class is not safe because you're probably going to get your phone taken away.
Safe texting. I like that. Safe texting. I think I see an emoji or something waiting to happen for that one. Well, coming up on the show today, we have Alison from Arizona Western College. Lots of stuff happening over there, and at their various campuses, because they have several.
Yes, they do.
And then we have a double shot of Jeffs coming in.
Okay.
We have Jeff Kamman and Jeff Ruby. They will be here from the Caballeros de Yuma, because talking about things happening. We have the Colorado River Crossing Balloon Festival, the 27th annual one, gets underway starting on Friday. Then we have the tower lighting and several things that have been happening in January.
Yes, this is their busy season. They, the Caballeros de Yuma, do a lot for the community, and they put on some awesome events, and usually kicks off with the Balloon Festival for a good probably 5 to 6 months. They're going to be busy.
Oh, they are very busy.
Yes.
And I think their season kind of rounds out around midnight at the Oasis.
Yeah, they get a little break, and then they're right back at it again.
It's event, holiday, event. There you go.
Exactly.
All right, today is November 14th, or as I like to call it, National Pickle Day.
Yay! I love this day.
Do we have any pickles left in the fridge?
No, but I'm going to have to pick one up. I have to run to the store on my lunch anyway, so I'll make sure we have a couple of pickles to to enjoy for Pickle 30 today. They have some really awesome ones out now. One of the ones that I tried most recently is they make pickle with Tabasco in it, so it's kind of spicy.
Already in it?
Yeah. And it's actually really good.
One of my favorites, my little brother loves spicy stuff. My dad would get him different kinds of peppers, and it almost became a challenge to see if he could tolerate it.
Yeah.
But he loved German dill pickles. They had a real spiciness to them. I like them too. I cannot find the same kind that my dad used to get when we were younger, but I love the flavor of them. They're an economical treat.
Yes, they are.
But unless you're buying it at an event, and you might pay $9 for a giant pickle.
Yes, definitely.
But you know, they might have a little sodium, but as far as the calorie scale, it's better for you than a big old bag of French fries. But it's National Pickle Day. It's also National Spicy Guacamole Day.
Oh, okay. So those are two
things, and they're both green.
Things. Yes, yes, they are green.
Janice made a good guacamole.
She makes a good
one
guacamole.
Of her Foodie Delicious
Thank you.
She's made it. Janice is on our Facebook Live camera this morning for Anita. But yes, Janice makes a good guacamole. She's made it a couple times here, and I think that's probably even whatever the dish may have been. I think I just ate the guacamole with chips last time because it was so good.
My brother-in-law Tim, my sister-in-law Chris, also they make a fabulous guacamole. I thought it was like his special recipe till we went down last summer. And he was having my 10-year-old niece. Hey, I thought you were going to make it. He adds salsa to it, and it's a chunky salsa. And it's just before he'd cut up tomatoes and put it. It was a little bit different, and I really like the flavor of whatever brand of salsa they're using.
Yeah, my mom, if she doesn't have time to actually, cut up the chilies and put it in, one of the tricks is they'll just pour salsa into it, and depending on what kind of salsa, you'll give it a different flavor. But it's usually very good.
There have been times where I had the avocado, but I didn't have any of the mix. And I've got red chili flakes. We bought those. I think my dad was making something at my house a few years ago.
You don't really need a mix. You don't really need a mix. Just
salt, pepper, lemon.
Exactly.
I was used to having some kind of mix because there were different spices.
Yeah, it makes it a little creamier too when you have the mix.
Yeah, I just use salt, pepper, garlic powder.
It's blended up a little more because I do have the red chili flakes. I'll take those and salt and pepper and put it in there. And I like it to mix it with a little sour cream. Mm-hmm. There was a restaurant years ago that they had really good guacamole, but even as a leftover, it was black by the next day. And I think they use mayonnaise. And I think that's what someone told me was the base for that.
Well,
I put lemon juice.
Yeah.
Does that keep it from
turning? And it stops it from turning.
Lemon juice definitely keeps it from turning. But if you go a lot of our taco places now, they mix their guacamole with sour cream. And it's more like a crema.
That's how
I like it.
It's really, really good when you mix it that way. And they mix the two together, and it's delicious.
That's good for putting it on stuff.
Yeah, that's for
but
putting
not
it
for
like
chips.
Not for chips, definitely. You want the chunky guacamole for like chips and things. But when you're putting it on tacos or burritos and things like that, they'll mix it with that crema, and it's really good.
See, it ties in lovely with Taco Tuesday.
Yes, it does.
Remember, get those entries in for next Tuesday. Now, we won't be doing next Tuesday's winner. We won't be announcing it on the show because we are taking next week off.
Yes, we are. But we'll still have a winner, right?
Yes, we are working sporadically throughout the week, but I don't know that all of us will be here collectively at one time.
Tuesday, I think, is the only day. I think Tuesday's the only day we'll all be here together.
But those who have ever shadowed us at radio, who have ever worked in this industry, well, media in general gets a little hairy around the holidays.
Just a little bit, and I know that, Anita has a big shindig she's trying to plan, and family coming over. It's you're going to be busy.
I'm planning travel.
It may just be me or...
Yeah, it's
just
going to be...
It'll be me and you for a couple of days, Janice. We'll be holding down the fort. Lisa says plastic wrap helps on top of the avocados too. Yes, it does. But always, even if you have like a half an avocado left, if you rub the lemon on top of it and then wrap it in plastic.
The citric acid is a preservative.
Better.
Interesting.
A little bit of tricks. See? Who leaves a half of an avocado? Just put it in the...
Just use
Put it in a tortilla. Even one of my favorite things to do is put it in like a corn tortilla with the goat cheese, like the Mexican cheese, and then put a little bit of lemon and a little bit of salt on it, and just eat it like that.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
No.
I don't know what you're missing.
I got about...
Maybe we'll have to make that for you.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's a nice little healthy snack.
Just don't tell me everything that's in it.
And yesterday I saw a pickle cupcake recipe.
Oh, no. Janice was talking about pickle cupcakes. I think we're going to skip that one.
Yes, I like pickles. Now, you did make the...
Chickles.
And I said I made the same face.
Those were good.
Yes, I made the same face that I just made about the pickle cupcake, but those chickles were really good.
They were good. There was just enough crunch balanced by everything else. But I thought the pickle would be 80% pickle and then a little bit of everything else. No, it was a nice balance.
Yes, it was definitely a nice balance, and I will definitely eat those again.
Well, if you are watching on Facebook Live, Janice may have got a shot of some of my new decor. I created some Thanksgiving decor.
You used your power tools.
I got the power tools out.
Yes.
My husband would not let me use them for the first time. He's terrified that I'm going to cut something off.
You need.
I said I had wood shop, but like you said, but when was that? That was in 8th grade.
Yes.
Yeah, but they make
Mr.
safer
McEwen.
saws now.
They do make safer saws.
Yes.
And I do understand the fundamentals. And I had my glasses on.
You had your.
They even say, yeah, he goes, I need you to read that owner's manual before you operate any of these. Because there's the jigsaw.
Wait. A man was telling you to read
Yeah,
the owner's manual?
directions. I know.
Oh my God.
What is that?
Did you check his temperature? Like, what is going on?
Would he stop for
here?
directions on the way home too?
Well, see, I think after 23 years of marriage, he's come to understand that when I get a wild hair about something, I want to do it right now.
Me too.
And I bought the wood last week.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Toby at Southwest Lumber for helping me decide what I needed.
And
then,
thanks to Jennifer who forgot the popcorn.
And sorry about that. And then the very kind gentleman that helped load it
fail.
up in my vehicle for me. I brought it home. It sat in my living room for about a week. And then last night I said, I have time. I want to do it now. Yes, it was dark outside. Didn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You
So
got lights.
he knew it. I'm like that. My cat with her little treat box. She's not going to give in until she gets a treat.
Yeah.
So I went out there and he helped me cut the pieces and I created, it says gobble. It's 6 different wooden blocks and I painted them with acrylic paint. Then I put my scrapbooking paper on top. I'm using some of that giant stash that I've had from years back.
I know. I even took some off your hands and I still have some in my
I
know.
found it in her office.
I used the alphabet stickers, stuck them on, and used the little, what's that called? The Mod Podge? Mod Podge on top?
Yeah.
There you go. You have a simple little piece of Halloween or Thanksgiving decor.
It came out really cute. I think next time you should be the one that cuts. He just needs to be there to supervise for the first couple times to ease his nerves.
I don't think he'll be able to watch. Like when I bungee jumped and my mom couldn't, I had it on video. She couldn't even watch the video.
My mother-in-law's the same way. She, Kevin raced for, and David has his dragster. Anytime they're in their vehicle's going to race, she turns around and does not watch because she doesn't want to see what goes on. It's a mother thing.
Well, I know my dad's watching. I also see my brother watching Good Morning Ace, and my brother is missing the tips of 2 of his fingers on his left hand, but they were not cut off in a wood creating any type of carpentry accident.
Okay.
That occurred when I believe he was 6 years old. Hey, Jeff, we'll see you in a little bit. He was on the farm with my grandfather and my uncle. Now, my uncle was only 10 months older than me.
Okay.
So my brother was about 2.5 years older than his uncle.
Uh-huh.
Grandpa, things were spread out back then.
Yeah.
And they decided they were going to have a contest on the back of the truck with the feed grinder and see who could put their fingers in the longest.
Oh.
And do not try this at home anyway.
How idiotic.
And I guess
this
my
at
brother
home.
thought he won, but he did not win. He lost the tips of 2 fingers
So
at age 6.
Oh my God.
So my husband, I'm sure in some roundabout way, thinks that sometimes these things might be genetic. So he doesn't want me around any type of moving blade or saw. But again, I use my hedge trimmer. All 10 fingers.
Yes, you used your hedge trimmer, and you know what's funny?
And
And
I haven't worn sandals since
I
then.
think the fact that he bought you power tools for your birthday, it was a man thing. He needed to use those power tools before you did.
It's funny you say that because he said I could have used that 2 days ago. So I'm thinking there was a roundabout reason in there.
Yeah, there is.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here on Today in Yuma. Not only is it Taco Tuesday, it's Toro Tuesday.
Yes.
And Alison from Arizona Western College will be stopping by to tell us everything
She's ready
that's happening.
and waiting.
Is
She's
she
ready and
waiting at the door?
Yes, she is.
We'll be back on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. The show's brought to you by Classic Accounting. They are locally owned and operated, and they're a full-service accounting firm. They do taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping. Let them help your business. 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is Yuma's hunting and shooting headquarters, family owned and operated since 1956. Visit Spragues.com or you can go find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And quick refrigeration. The seasons are changing. Make sure you
Yes.
have your unit service to make sure it's in good working order, especially if you're going to be having family in town over the holidays too.
Well, get those heaters cleaned out.
Exactly.
Get them ready so you don't have that burning smell when you turn it on.
That's right. Visit getcoolquick.com. They also offer 24-hour emergency service.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services, locally owned and have been locally owned and have been providing pest control services in Yuma for over 20 years. You can give them a call today at 928-343-9149 or message them on Facebook.
We'll be back with Today in Yuma right after this.
Today at 928-343-9149.
Yeah. When I turn this way, you can't see the screen because of the good morning.
What are you doing here? Where's Anita?
She's working on my
I can't work under these
computer.
conditions without me. I'm not Is this a hostile working environment? I know that. I think we swiveled the blinds the other way. We're getting weird backlighting.
Yeah, you're getting.
Can you get, I think that's the other Jeff. He's wearing a red shirt.
Kamman's already out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's joining them there. Right?
Your hair looks lovely. Did you just
I just curled it with a big rod. Yeah. Thank you.
looks nice. Are you on something over there?
I'm rolling downhill. These are for you.
Oh, why? Thank you.
Whoa. That's fun. I was doing like the Tokyo
That's
drift.
Tokyo.
The room's
Your chair seems really low today.
No,
You are kind of short.
no, Dave kind of messes with it sometimes.
But
that's
he hasn't
only on
been here
Thursdays.
since last Thursday.
What are we talking about? I don't know. We've got a lot of stuff.
Ladies.
We got the El Toro Bowl announcement that'll be later today.
He looks so happy.
You got. Oops, take that face off the camera.
We had some
This is my fake sound.
player matter or player of the week.
Family night Thursday.
Oh yeah, no. We're going to talk about the student artists in residence.
Okay.
The photo booth tomorrow.
I saw that, but I don't know that I opened that. We didn't have internet until about 18 minutes before the show started.
Yeah.
Holy cannoli! How'd you do
Well,
that?
I don't know what is up with it. It doesn't like us lately. Was it last week we didn't have internet?
Last Monday.
We didn't have internet for like the whole day, and then today this.
It seems like we're in a high accident area.
Well,
That seems to be what's happening earlier.
Something was unplugged or fell out of the hole. Because they got us once they got on scene.
It was up right away.
Are you a 12-year-old boy?
I was not going to be the one that laughed at that.
Funny.
Although I really, really wanted to.
And
I
all
kept
of
a
us-
straight face. And didn't
All
say
of us have
anything.
boys, so we are like.
I kept a straight face. I was not going to laugh, but Allison did it so.
You guys got lipstick on.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, family night's coming up.
Great place for kids.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear Lord. We still have that.
Hi, Jen.
Nobody likes paying taxes, but you
Hello.
want an
So
extra.
tickets on sale.
In your lowrider chair.
My Lord.
It does look a little bit shorter.
Does it seem lower?
Yes, you look like way low.
She wanted to be in a lowrider today.
Low, low,
wanna hit the
low,
switches.
low, low.
I just saw you out of my peripheral.
Oh,
Okay, all joking aside.
Yes, seriously.
lowrider chair competitions.
It's more like all seriousness aside. Enough of that.
All right, are you ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Teresa.
And I'm Allison.
Welcome
you
to
are.
Toro Tuesdays.
It's Toro Tuesday on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and our guest is Allison from Arizona Western College with a bunch of papers spread out in front. That means
Taking over.
lots of info.
She's prepared today. She has lots to talk about
Because
because
saying I'm not prepared other days?
no other days it's
Just teasing you.
it's
okay.
kind of
I own it. I'm not prepared sometimes.
Good backslide.
but she came very well prepared today. She has lots of things
Because
to
there's
talk
so much
about.
going on, yeah.
That's a good
It's,
thing.
should we talk about this afternoon, or what do you want to talk about first?
Well, we can talk about this afternoon. Just
So, we're announcing who's going to be playing in the El Toro Bowl.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2:30 this afternoon on the Yuma campus. So that information will be released this afternoon. The two teams that'll be playing in the El Toro Bowl, which is December 2nd, going to be at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and tickets went on sale yesterday. So
Get 'em now.
Exactly. You can get them at the athletics office on the Yuma campus and at the Caballeros office, which is on
First Street.
Yeah,
First
right, down there. So, and you can log on to azwestern.edu and go to athletics, or you can log on to eltorobowl.com. to get more information. And so, just mere moments, we will find out who's playing in the El Toro Bowl.
Do you know already?
I can't talk about that.
She can tell you, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait till break. We'll get it on her.
No, we can't do that because we're on Facebook Live.
Courtesy of FTS Automotive. And that's just one thing,
That's one
in a
thing.
long list of
And then
stuff.
let's talk about tomorrow. This is fun. Brad Pease, one of our professors in art, he has created the student artists in residence events. So it's like a series of things that focus on our student artists. And last month we focused on a student that he sat in the LR and he painted. It was so cool to watch. You could come by and see him. And he actually has been doing some of the murals. If you're familiar with the campus, he's been doing, right now he's working on an M&M, the rapper. He's doing a mural of him on the side of the art building. So that was last month. This month we have a photo student who is going to have a photo booth tomorrow from, I want to say, let me look at the time here, from 1 to 3 in the LR. And anyone can walk by and they'll take their picture and they'll email, and they're going to be these creative, Jennifer can understand
Fun, like
this.
photo
booth
style.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're going to
photos.
email the photos to you, and it's free.
Oh, how exciting.
So, and then that's this month, and then I'm sure Brad has something scheduled for, December, and we'll talk about that. And I just think it's neat that we can focus on our students like that
Yeah.
and have them.
Especially the arts, because sometimes that gets overlooked, and I love that there's a big focus.
Right, it's wonderful. So that is tomorrow on the Yuma campus in the LR, which is the library building, the Learning Resource Building. Also tomorrow, Wednesday, from 1 to 4, we have our massage therapy students will be out with chair massages.
Ooh, like they did that before.
They do.
Where can we find that?
Exactly. That's going to be in the CTE, I believe. Yeah. And they're 15-minute chair massages for $5 to $10. Donations. I love your face. You're all
We're like,
ooh.
Field trip, maybe?
And then, so that's tomorrow, and then they'll be doing it again on the 22nd, which is next week. Look at the calendar.
Yes.
And then the 29th. So the next 3 Wednesdays, they'll be doing that. And their chair massages.
Are they working on hours for certification?
Yes.
Also,
Mhm.
okay. Well,
Part
it's
of
a good
that.
way for you to help with the educational process.
Exactly. So-
And relax, because it's a busy time of year, and
It
people
is.
we're the worst about stressing ourselves out.
Exactly, and they do time it that way. You're right. So it's time for that time of the year. So that's that. And
Definitely something you want to take advantage of.
again,
I
like
said.
Jennifer said, this time of the year you definitely do.
Field trip.
Yeah. Don't you guys? That needs to be one of your Facebook.
We
Lives.
do.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Well, I
That's
can
what
see
a field trip. We can
Is
do.
that what we call our field trip?
That's
Yeah,
what we
okay,
call
I
our.
apologize.
Yeah, that's what we
No,
call
okay.
our field trip. Then we can do a tour, maybe, because we haven't been out there yet to see. I haven't been out there in a really long time, and then we can get a nice massage afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm
Maybe not
available.
next week. Maybe not next week because we're hectic next week, but the week after.
Yes, we can work on that.
The day before Thanksgiving.
Because they won't
No.
be there the week
Yeah,
after.
no, we're not here the week of. Maybe we can do the one in December,
Okay.
Yeah, the December one
and
sounds.
you can also get your tea out there. See, it is full service.
There we go.
Education,
Okay.
massages,
Oh, yeah.
Facebook Live, little tour. There you go.
I am down.
I'll even get you a golf cart. I
Yes.
won't make you off.
Can I try?
Well, we were going to need that to, walk off our beverages and stuff. All right.
So Thursday is family night. It's that time of the year. So don't forget, it is free, open to the public. Everyone's invited. It's a thank you to the community for all of your support for Arizona Western College, and it starts at 5:30, goes to 8:30. We have entertainment, and we have booths. We have the clubs. Will have. We talked about this like a couple times. I think the eatery kind of fills up as like a food court,
Right.
and the clubs have booths, and that's how they make their money. And so they raise money that way.
Where do we stand on the cinnamon roll idea?
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to do that, wasn't I? I failed. Sorry.
Okay.
It's not happening this year.
If Travis or Lori or anyone else is watching right now,
You know what's funny
Make a
is
note.
we talked about it last Tuesday, and I think the rest of the day, that's all I saw on my Facebook live feed. was
it's like it
cinnamon
knew.
rolls.
Cinnamon rolls will
Cinnamon
pop
rolls.
up.
They were everywhere,
Yeah.
everywhere. My mom even had a work meeting. I went in to see her, and they had cinnamon rolls. All I was seeing was cinnamon rolls. I'm like, I didn't eat one. I did not eat one.
Well.
But all I kept seeing was cinnamon rolls. I'm like, I blame that on Jennifer and Allison.
Facebook was listening.
Yeah,
well,
they were.
yeah. Facebook has better connections than the NSA, I think.
Apparently. So, yeah, that's definitely something we could talk about for next year.
All
I wonder
right.
how they could do that.
I mean, there's so many kinds.
And think it's feasible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Another note. I'll make another note. I promise I'll follow up on that one.
Next year's
I'm
calendar.
just saying, Janice has a culinary student in her home.
Yeah.
You have a connection.
I'm not saying they need to do it for a final exam project, but
Just a fundraiser.
if you need judges.
We're down.
He'll be like, thanks, Mom, for rearranging my life.
We don't have
Again.
that much
He
power.
can start now and, start creating the recipes and everything for next year's family night. And that could be the feature. Ooh.
Spring registration, is that already started?
That is, we are in the middle of priority registration right now. So it's tiered. So if you have, I believe it starts at like 45 units, which you're pretty close to graduating. So you have early access to registering for the spring semester because sometimes those general ed classes get filled up quickly and you might need that to graduate. So like I said, we're in the middle of the priority registration. I believe Monday of next week, Monday of next week, we start open enrollment.
For everyone.
So, for everyone, yeah. So if you are a current student and you are needing classes, log on to azwestern.edu/late start, or not late start, I'm sorry, spring, and register for those classes ahead of time before everybody.
That way you're not stuck sticking around a little bit longer if you're trying to get that ball rolling and you have a plan.
Exactly. So and we've been doing priority registration for about 3
years.
years, and it was a great idea. I'm so glad
I
that we
love
came
the
up with it.
concept. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and you get that heads up beforehand before everybody, and so yeah. So priority registration is going on right now, and then we open it up for everybody on Monday.
All right.
Sounds
And
good.
once we have that announcement this afternoon
Yes.
for the El Toro Bowl teams, I will share that also.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will have an announcement later. Yay!
Are you going to be making the announcement?
No, that's going to be our athletics folks and Caballeros, which I believe Jeff's sitting out
Yeah,
there.
we
Awesome.
have two Jeffs out in the lobby there.
Yeah, so we'll have a house full of Caballeros and athletics this afternoon. It's actually, if you're interested in showing up, it's at the gym 108 at 2:30 on the Yuma campus. So that's where the announcement will be made.
All right. Our guest today, Alison from Arizona Western College for Toro Tuesday here on Today in Yuma. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we're giving you next week off. You get a
That's
break. We're taking
That's right.
the show's taking the week off. We
Okay.
still have stuff to do, but we're all kind of in and out throughout the week, and it's a bit of a crazy week. Now there are classes up through Wednesday at the college.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right.
And then through the first couple weeks of December, and then we're on winter break.
Okay.
Sounds
I know
so close.
I know because there are Friday classes. You know, my son was doing a late
Yes.
start class. I think 3 people showed up for his Friday English class, and one of the individuals was there running the camera because they broadcast to another
Right.
campus.
Right.
And I think a lot of people. I said, "Hey, is there class today?" And you're like, "Yep."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking. So some people did not get the memo. So double check, and usually it's up to the professor. Also,
exactly.
Based on the scheduling too. So double check and make sure you have or do not have classes certain days next week.
Yes.
All right, Allison with us today. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. We will be back on Z93 Outlaw Country MonsterMediaYuma.com with Jeff and Jeff from the Caballeros de Yuma. The show's brought to you by Classic Accounting. Tax season is coming. Dun, dun, dun. Classic Accounting has over 30 years of tax experience. They're locally owned and operated, and they have been since 1986. With 2 locations to serve you, call them at 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports. The Sprague's family is proud to offer Yuma shooters a clean, comfortable, safe place to shoot, train, and educate. The range facility is dedicated to the memory of George W. Sprague, a die-hard shooter, competitor, and gun enthusiast. You can find Sprague Sports on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And quick refrigeration. I know it's only Tuesday. Wait, is today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, Toro Tuesday. Free Filter Friday is mere days away.
Yes.
Stop by 190 West 10th Street on Fridays. Take in your old air filter. They will give you a new standard 1-inch air filter for free. Again, 190 West 10th Street. That's quick refrigeration.
Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services offers wildlife control like feral cat trapping, snake and skunk relocation, and pigeon extraction. Have you given them a call yet about those pigeons?
No, I will soon.
Well, their number is 928-343-9149, or you can message them on Facebook.
We are going to take our Lotus Day Spot and Salon selfie with Allison. We'll be back right after this with Jeff and Jeff from the Caballeros de Yuma. Sounds like a show.
Jeff and Jeff. Quick. Jen.
So there's 25 in there, Jack. What? There's 25 in there.
Janice, what time?
VIP couple.
What did Robert say?
What?
Okay.
He said, and bring the kids.
It's no big deal.
I heard big.
So we got it.
All right.
I do too. Biggie! We're all looking at each other. I'm take a step back. Yeah, so is she. No, you both fine. That was funny. We got her trained because she was like looking at everybody's face.
Awesome. Okay, we will see you after Thanksgiving. Have a good one.
You too.
Be safe.
Are you coming out Thursday?
For family night?
Anybody coming out?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be there.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
I think I'll
sure.
see
She
you.
believes you.
Hi.
I love your dress, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I told him I couldn't do this without you.
Oh, is that the same, Mike? Oh, you're so sweet. Bye, Alison. Have a great one.
All right.
Which one's all the way around?
Whichever you want. You're good over there in the corner.
Stick me in the corner. That's
Yep.
what I'm best.
You're best behaved in the corner.
Yes.
His reach is limited from the corner.
Did you share our video? I saw you commented. You need to make sure
I
you
didn't see the
share
share. I
that
didn't
later.
see the share thing. Oh, can I? I should share it
Yeah,
later.
there's a
Or
little.
should I share it now?
There's a little share,
Share it
button in
now.
the corner right there.
Everything's better when you share.
I know it's all the good jingles this morning.
I know. About a minute.
All right.
Where's the share button?
In the bottom corner, click right here. Do you have that?
I don't have that.
Let me see. Well, that's just weird.
Huh?
Go out and just look at the page.
Go back. Put it back up. Yeah.
But you lost it?
Is it an iPhone?
Yeah. Just pull up the.
No, it's a Droid. And it's an antique.
That's
No, you're fine.
dropped it so many
As long
times.
as you're on your thread, instead of going into the video, because you're actually looking at the live feed.
Right.
When you're on that thread, when you looked at it before you click on the video, on that thread it has share in that
pulling it up
area.
right now.
If that makes sense.
Still hiding. My phone is digitally challenged, apparently.
I feel that way today. I'm digitally challenged.
Okay, it's shared now.
See, there you are, Jeff.
Excuse me.
All right. No profanity and no mean faces.
So, but see, I have a face for radio, and so that's not really. You're not supposed to be going live.
I know. We're just mixing it all up.
So maybe you should sit
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and of course on Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. All you need to do is go to my page. Even if we're not friends, my page is open to the public, so everyone has the opportunity to see it and
Yes.
follow along with the video or comment. Now, we are also working on getting our shows uploaded to YouTube also. You can find our YouTube channel under Monster Media Yuma.
Yes, and you know, if you aren't able to watch the Facebook Live now, and there is a guest that you missed, or there was some information that you missed and didn't get a chance to write down, you can always go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the Today in Yuma tab, and there you'll find the day show for about 24 hours.
All right, our guests today, we have Jeff Kamman and Jeff Ruby with the Caballeros de Yuma.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Jeffs this morning.
It's Jeff and Jeff in the morning here on both of our stations. All right, now you guys, this is going to be the start of pretty much a very beginning, busy 6 months for the Caballeros de Yuma.
Extremely busy 6 months, yeah.
We're kicking things off with the 27th annual Colorado River Crossing Balloon Festival this week.
That's right. Jeff's our chairman, so to let Jeff talk about Balloon Festival.
I am the chairman.
And it's Jeff Ruby talking now.
Jeff Ruby.
All right, give us all the details about it.
So this is our 27th year, and the event, we're still trying to grow it. This year, the main part of the event is food donations. As we've put out that we're accepting food donations at the West Wetlands for each of the Friday or Saturday and Sunday rises. and we're taking food donations when they go to the Glow there at Desert Sun Stadium.
Okay, if you come to the Glow on Saturday, there's a $2 admission fee and a non-perishable item.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and are they going to different organizations?
This year, the food's going to Salvation Army
Okay.
of Yuma, so that's where all the canned item, non-perishable, will be going.
Okay, gotcha. I know we also have the Ken and Betty Borland, the 31st annual tower lighting. That's the Saturday right after Thanksgiving.
That was going to the community food.
Okay, that's why I'm just double checking on that.
Yep.
And I like that you guys kind of split it up because the various agencies, there's definitely a need there.
There's definitely huge need, and sometimes we do the mission, and so we kind of switch up where our perishable goods go, so that the wealth gets shared, I guess, and everybody gets their help.
All right. Well, I've been looking at the forecast, and my fingers are still crossed because it's improved. I looked at a long-range forecast a couple weeks ago, and it was showing like 20-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh.
Those have tapered back considerably, and we're hoping for great weather because a lot of these balloonists come from really far away, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
To have that hobby.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we want them to be able to go up in the air. Well, when's the first opportunity for launch?
So Thursday is the first launch out, or Friday is the first launch coming out of McGraw and Gila Vista. That right at sunrise. Then you got the next one is going to be Saturday morning from the West Wetlands, and then Sunday from the West Wetlands. Then our big kind of the highlight of the whole event is the Saturday balloon glow starting at 1:00. There's going to be rides, zip lines. There's going to be all kinds of food, games. There's going to be a Kamman sausage eating preliminary contest at 5:30, and then right at sunset we'll have the glow. And when the glow is over, Hansberger Refrigeration is sponsoring the fireworks show that we're going to be putting on again.
All right, and the gates for that open at 1:00.
1:00
at Desert Sun.
Yep.
All right, now I know that Z93 Outlaw Monster Media, we're providing the music for that.
That's
for the
awesome.
glow. And how that works is we fire up the music and the balloonists fire up their balloon in unison. And if you've never had the opportunity to go, it's quite a show to see.
It's truly amazing. Yeah.
Truly, truly amazing. We'll have about between 10 to 20 balloons there on the field, depending on room. And when they start lighting their burners and the music's going, everybody gets excited, from small kids to even the adults.
Even the adults.
So,
And the field fills up quickly because
Yes.
people like to come in and sit around the balloonists.
right, there's no barricades or anything in relation to when those balloons are lighting up. So the families can be right up next to the balloon talking with the pilot as they're lighting the burners, and it's up and close.
And if you're wanting to go on a balloon, we've kind of added a little bit of tether rides this year. So now we're going to have tether rides on Saturday morning at the launch site at West Wetlands. We're going to have tether rides at the balloon glow starting at 3:00 on Saturday, and then again on Sunday morning we'll have tether rides out there at the West Wetlands.
And or is it $15 for
$15.
all 3 different days?
Yes.
Or locations?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought that up. We had a call yesterday. A gentleman was asking, how do we get up in one of those balloons? How do we get up in one of those rides? Unfortunately, I did let him know about the tethered rides, but as far as the other rides go, I directed him to you guys.
Yeah, it's done on a sponsorship basis, and guys sponsor so that they can actually go on the full ride with the balloons. And because we're so limited on the number of balloons that we can actually field and fit in our locations here, it's kind of limited. We picked up a bunch of new sponsors this year, and some of our older sponsors were like, "Oh, we'll pass this year," and I was like, so it would be nice if we could have more balloons, because there's so much interest in people actually flying, but just we're limited on the number of balloons that we can actually have here.
We are hoping. Anita tried last year,
I did.
but we're hoping to get her up in her. It's being up in a hot air balloon is on her bucket list, so we're crossing our fingers that her and her
Weather
husband
permitting,
will-
you're going
Yes.
on
Friday.
Friday.
Friday
It
morning.
was too windy last
Last
year.
year.
She was so disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't control the wind.
Nope,
and it's better safe than sorry.
Absolutely concur. Absolutely.
Yep. Well, she's going to provide some great footage for us. And Teresa and I went up. She's been up a few times, and we went up one time together. And it's an opportunity to really see Yuma from a perspective you never have before. Some people fly over. It's not the same.
Yeah.
You are up close and personal,
And it's so quiet and serene when the balloon is just floating along.
and that's almost eerie
Yeah.
to an extent, because we're just so used to chaos and everything.
Yeah.
Even traffic sounds and stuff, you don't get any of that up there.
No.
I proposed in a hot air balloon to my wife.
Oh, look at you!
She says that was the last romantic thing I've done. So.
Then you need to step up your game.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome, though. Was it over Yuma?
No, it's in San Diego, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice
But we
too.
flew again on our anniversary. Jerry, our balloon meister, flew us on his first solo flight, we got to fly again, and that was really a lot of fun.
Oh, that is fun. Well, you know what? It's quite a spectacle to see, and even if you're not at any of the launches, you can see the balloons from far and wide all around Yuma County. And they don't follow I don't know if they start off on a normal trajectory, but Teresa ended up by Paradise Casino one year, and then we were kind of almost in South-ish County the next year. But it's neat.
The wind takes you where you want to go, but it's funny that they can actually drive them a little bit because the wind currents are different at different elevations, and so at 1,000 feet you could be going west, and then at 2,000 feet you could be going east, and then just turns you around, and you can go back the same direction that you came from. Sometimes playing the wind, but then as you get closer to the ground, then you're stuck with that trajectory.
That's where you're going.
You're going that way.
If you're just tuning in, this is Today in Yuma, and our guests are Jeff Kamman and Jeff Ruby with the Caballeros de Yuma, and the 27th annual Colorado River Crossing Balloon Festival kicks off on Friday. Now, gentlemen, for those tethered rides, are there age restrictions?
They have it's up to the pilot. He'll determine the size of the kids. They don't want to have kids too small because then they want to try to climb over the edge of the basket to look over, and they don't want that to happen.
Not
so
safe.
If the kid can kind of see out of the basket, they'll usually let them on.
Okay. All right. Judgment will be involved.
Yeah.
Now this year, we are opening 2 hours early. We're open at 1 o'clock, like you said earlier, for the glow. And this year we added a kid fun zone. So we have numerous ride vendors coming in. So along with those tether rides, we are bringing in a zip line. So this will be the first time Yuma's seeing a zip line, actually from a local vendor. And that zip line will run for about 300 feet.
Oh, wow.
That's quite a distance.
Yeah.
So
That'd be fun.
be a very unique thing that everybody at Yuma come out there and you can do the tether rides and a zip
Now,
line if you've never done a zip line.
Jump houses, and there's
Rock climbing wall.
Is there a charge for those other rides?
Yes.
Those
Okay.
and those will be dependent as you get to that vendor, but we've
Okay.
talked with them, and the prices should be low with them because they're understanding that ultimately this is trying to raise food.
Right,
donations.
right. And it's a family event too, but I just want parents to be prepared.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know someone had gone to another event relatively recently, and they didn't have ATMs at the
We have an
specific
ATM
location.
We've-
All right, there you go.
ATMs are set.
Okay. We have a question on Facebook Live. Larry says, do you get to actually ride around on the tethered rides? I don't believe so.
No.
You kind of go up.
It goes up about 150 feet. It's tied off to three different vehicles, and then they float up, they hang up there for a few minutes, and then it comes right back down to the ground. You get off, and they load new people on it.
Sounds good.
All right, now, you know what? We're going to go ahead and take a quick break with you, gentlemen, because we're going to change gears and we're going to talk about the tower lighting and some other things that are coming up right after the break. We're just
good.
going to have you hang around for the rest of the hour.
Okay.
This is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. Don't forget Facebook Live. You can always watch the show. If you have any questions for Jeff and Jeff, just share them with us on Facebook or give us a call at 782-4321. We will be back right after this.
We need to turn the air on or down.
Yeah, newspaper thing.
It's
got a lot of
it's all the hot air like
I know,
balloons.
right?
Yeah. It's coming out of me, I think.
These guys over here are producing it.
Yeah.
Kicked down already?
Yes.
Did
perfect.
Larry answer you back? It's Larry Ziegler.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Mr. Taco Tuesday winner.
Yes. All right, for the events at West Wetlands for Saturday morning's launch, at what time are they generally cleared out of there?
You're so funny.
They are gone, like, balloons are taken off and flown out of there by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
But the tether ride's going to still be going on.
Till when?
10,
But it's
11.
primarily, it's mainly over on the field,
Yeah,
over behind the
by
playground.
Castle Park, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may or may not have a large family photo shoot over in that vicinity.
But I think having the balloons in the background would be kind of cool.
I know.
Maybe we'll go out there maybe we'll go out there that morning.
You go out there really early, balloons in the background.
We'll be like, "Where's Jennifer? Jennifer, you could take a quick few shots of all of us right over here by the balloons. I would love that."
I love the pictures that people get at the glow.
Oh, I know. Or even like
Yeah.
them laying down and looking, the kids
Yeah.
looking up. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they're so cool.
Yep. Are they doing the kids tissue paper balloon? Okay, that's what I didn't see that on the list this
No.
year. It's kind of been a staple, but
You know, they were having more and more issues with kids not participating in it.
Yeah.
And then it became kind of a, I don't know, a little bit complicated for the logistics. And then the tissue balloons would light on fire, and then we got a fire issue as the thing is flying out.
Okay.
Yes, it's flying out of there. Yeah, so
Good call.
They always had fire extinguishers on hand if the balloon caught on fire, like immediately. But when it takes off and it goes over the,
You don't have to
And you're like, oh my gosh, that's landing on the neighbor's roof.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, no, oh no, that's
going.
going into
We had
the
a-
eucalyptus
We
tree.
have a fire station close by.
Yeah, but
You really do want an
If you
expansive,
can
wide
avoid it
open
altogether,
area.
Then let's do that.
I'll have to share my Chinese lantern experiment with you guys later.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm so proud of my boys that can jump fences quicker than I ever thought they could. You're climbing the tree. Oh, God bless you, son.
We have the marathon, the territorial marathon in January.
Yeah, last week.
Is the Bull of the Desert in February or January?
February?
Okay.
Middle of February.
So see, and then Mayto right after that.
Yeah.
Breathe.
RJ Kamman at live.com.
about 20 seconds.
Alrighty.
Are you ready?
RJ Kamman
Yeah.
at live.com. Two M's. Let's do two M's.
You guys ready?
So ready.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and on Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. And give us a little bit later in the day, and we will have the show up on YouTube at Monster Media Yuma if you'd like to check us out there also.
Exactly. And don't forget, it is Taco Tuesday, so get your entries in. We will be, even though we're not going to be on air next week for Tuesday, we will be drawing a Taco Tuesday winner. So you have all week to get your entries in, and all you need to do is text the word taco, TACO, to the Monster message line at 928-343-0993. Taco Tuesday is brought to you by Tacos and Beer.
All right, and Jeff are back with us in the studio. Jeff Kamman and Jeff Ruby with the Caballeros de Yuma. Now, we've talked about the Colorado River Crossing Balloon Festival.
Yep.
Next up, right after that, will be the 31st annual Ken and Betty Borland Tower Lighting and Pageant Ceremony.
Yep.
All right.
It's a great event. It's so fun. If you've never been to it, it doesn't cost you any money, but bring a can of perishable goods, non-perishable goods, so that you can help donate to the Yuma Community Food Bank. And then we have like 10 different dance performances that go on out there at the Civic and Convention Center. It's November 25th. Starts about 7 o'clock. And it's really a fun event. And then once that's over, we bring out our Citizen of the Year. They come out, they pull the plunger, and the lights turn on for the tower, and that's the beginning of the tower lighting for the holiday season.
Have you ever had a year where it didn't come on?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious. I'm channeling Clark Griswold.
Everything kind of.
I know, right?
The sparks. Or there was a little delay. They came on, but there was a small delay. It was.
You're so funny, Jennifer.
Well, I'm sure we have a Caballero or two that might be an engineer or something in there.
Most of the time, it's flawless. Flawless. They pull that plunger down, the lights turn on, and it's perfect.
Jennifer, if those lights don't come on this year,
Yeah,
I'm out of town. I'm not doing it.
we're blaming Jennifer.
Yeah, and then right after that one, the following weekend we're doing the El Toro Bowl, which the announcement of the teams come out today, 2:30. So kind of watch out for that and find out who the teams are going to be for the El Toro Bowl. And after that, we get a short break, just a tiny little break until the last weekend in January. We put on the Yuma Territorial Marathon, which is the flattest, lowest elevation marathon course. If you want to set your best time for the half marathon or full marathon, come out to that event. Sign-ups are available now for the Yuma Territorial Marathon.
Where does that go to?
It starts at Cocobah Casino, runs all the way to San Luis, turn around, come back from San Luis, and all the way back. So you're running through the farm fields, flat ground. And the other really great thing about the marathon is we close down all the side roads, so there's no stopping.
Safety.
There's safety. You're not going to have to worry about cars coming across and slowing you down. We have guards that keep those streets closed so that people can run straight through. It's coned off the whole way. You've got a whole lane to be able to run in.
Is it a qualifier for the Boston Marathon?
It is a qualify. Yeah.
And we get a lot of runners from around the nation that come to this event due to how flat the course is, along with us being one of the only marathons that blocks every intersection, that they can actually get one of the best times available.
Well,
So
heck
Yuma.
And a
Yuma-
Saturday marathon,
The
too.
Yuma area is known for this marathon that
And Yuma in January.
Yeah, and Yuma in
I
January.
mean, our weather, they can't do that in Minnesota.
No, no, exactly. You know, and you're not running hills and all that stuff. So I mean, you get this really flat course. You can really put in a good time.
Well,
And,
I'm not running hills anywhere.
yeah, yeah.
I need,
We're not running,
I need the
period.
flat one that ends with the incline.
hills
So,
are dodging cars.
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
true.
Yeah. So then after that, the newest event that we've got, the Bull of the Desert event, which is a strongman competition, middle of February.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's not just for your a weightlifter guy. This is where you're going to be lifting cars. You're going to be pulling cement trucks. You're going to be lifting those big concrete balls, putting them up on the stand. It's a new event for us, and we've had a lot of interest in this event. A lot of people are really getting excited about it. We've got a lot of people already signed up for it. It's gonna-
Where is this going to be held?
It's going to be held at the Civic and Convention Center. Most of it's going to be on the main field, but then where the road is that kind of separates the two fields. That's where we're going to be towing the cement trucks. The guys will be pulling right there, so they'll be on asphalt right there. We've got sponsors that are going to have booths set up and all kinds of great stuff. I believe the zipline guy is going to be out there again for some people to have some fun with that, because it's going to be an all-day event.
Is this one that you're anticipating people from out of town coming in for?
We are.
As far as the competitors?
huge interest so far from out of town. So
Yep.
military, civilian, and from numerous states already.
Are you still taking entries for that?
Yes.
And how did they go about entering for that?
You can call the Caballeros office, 343-1715, or we do have a website set up for it.
If you go to the Caballero link on the internet, you
Yeah,
can then link to that page.
Their website is caballeros.org. And on the right-hand side, they have the links to all, whether it's the Bloom Festival, the tower lighting, everything. They have a link to another website that's very specialized for each of the events.
I heard
That's
the other
really
day
cool.
if you have ORG on the end of your website, that means really cool.
Yeah, cool. It must have been somebody else that had that.
Yeah, it's not my idea.
So again, that's the Bull of the Desert
Bull of the
Bull of the
Desert.
Desert.
Yep.
coming up in
January.
Third
No,
week
February.
of
February.
Third weekend
February.
of February.
And then right after that,
Oh,
no rest for the weary.
Yeah, no rest for the weary. Then it's their biggest event of the year, which is Midnight at the Oasis, the car show, and it's already sold out. There's 1,000 cars already registered for the event.
You guys are usually sold out like the
Oh, yeah.
right after, right?
Yeah, I
the
mean,
previous year.
March, April 1st is when they start taking applications, and within about 3 weeks we're sold out.
3 weeks.
If you want to get in, and there's some leftover spots, you can sign up, get on a waiting list, and maybe you'll get lucky and get in there. But it's it's based on cancellations, and cancellations do come in right before the event, so you can sometimes squeeze in a spot, but it's sold out pretty much year after year. And we'd like to grow the event, but we don't have any more room.
You just, well, I remember seeing plaques were issued.
Yeah.
And are they still issued?
Yeah.
Okay. The very first year, the aerial shot, there were like 8 cars. No, there were a little
13.
more than that.
13.
It's grown now, and the airplane has to get up higher and higher to fit
Yeah.
everything in. So that's a good problem to have, though, because it's an event that draws people from literally all over the world.
Yeah, and we try to treat all of our sponsors and all of our car entrants really well. We feed them 3 different meals over the weekend. Our sponsors included in that, and so they get concerts. They get all the great stuff that we have going on while they're there at the event. So it's not just a car show. There's lots more that goes on, and we get the community involved too when they come out for the concerts. So.
And I know we're throwing a lot at you right now.
Yeah.
But we're just giving you kind of a little bit of a recap of some of the great events that the Caballeros de Yuma put on for the community. We'll have you in before the marathon and the Bull of the Desert too, and Mato obviously.
Yep.
And just to remind people about some of the stuff that's happening.
Great.
And El Toro Bowl, we'll obviously be talking about that. We're
Yep.
waiting for the announcement this afternoon, and we will share that with our audience too. But again, thank you for what the Caballeros does. They get back, their scholarship opportunities, and they help out so many individuals and other organizations and the youth here in our community.
Yes, we do that.
Yes, appreciate it.
All right, our guests with us today, Jeff Kamman and Jeff Ruby with the Caballeros de Yuma. Now, we have more exciting things coming up this week for you here on the show. Remember, next week, we're just letting you know, we are taking it off. There's a lot going on. That's why we think it's great that Arizona Western College, that they're providing massages for $5, $10, $15 for their massage.
Chair massage, yeah.
For their chair massage course. But it's an opportunity to kind of relax, because it can get a little chaotic. And again, sometimes we are our own worst enemies, especially women too. We put the stress on ourselves to create the perfect dinner and the perfect centerpiece and the table and the outfits and everything. And you know, it's about family and having a good time together and remembering what the holiday's about.
Exactly. And you know, we encourage you. There's a lot of Black Friday sales already starting, so you can get the discount even afterwards. Stay home with the family. Stay home with the family. That time is sometimes can be few and far in between now, and so you definitely want to spend as much time while we got it.
And Clayton Anderson says, "Go, brother Kamman." And we'll talk with you soon about the Walt Kamman sausage fry coming up.
Yep.
It's a Rotary thing.
It's a Rotary thing.
You wear many hats.
I got to switch my hat for that.
You guys, since you brought it up, you guys are doing a lot of qualifiers for that. I noticed there
We've
was
got a
one like
couple.
last week, and then you're
Yes.
having another one.
Now there's one at Ricky's other place last week, and then we're going to do one at 5 o'clock at the Balloon Glow. So if you want to qualify to win $1,000, come out to the Balloon Glow about 5 o'clock and register to enter. And if you make the qualifying round, you go to the finals at the sausage fry.
So you have a certain amount of time to eat as many.
You get how fast you can eat
How
5
fast
sausages.
you can eat 5.
And how big are they?
They are quarter pounders.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So 2.5 pounds?
So it would be it'd be a pound and a
Okay.
quarter.
Oh wait. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Math is not my thing.
pound and a quarter.
That's
How
I'm in
quick
radio.
can you do it?
I've never.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Yeah. I just cook them.
Tomorrow. Bring him in tomorrow. We're going to put you on the show.
That's what I'm saying. Jeff, Ruby, have you tried?
Not in the competition, but as we're grilling, I'll put them down.
Grilling?
It wasn't timed. It wasn't
It wasn't
timed.
timed.
Well, again, thank you, gentlemen, for coming in, and again, thank the Caballeros de Yuma for all that you guys do for the community. There's a lot of opportunities. You know, for those people that say there's nothing to do in Yuma, well, they're not
beg to
looking
differ.
hard enough,
Not looking
because
hard enough.
there's plenty to do coming up with the holiday season. There's every other weekend there's something going on.
And we need to let everyone know there's a great event coming up on Thursday this week. It's Arizona at Work, Yuma County. They are holding a volunteer expo. And it's really cool because a lot of people want to find different ways to give back, but sometimes you might need to find the organization that best suits you.
Yeah.
You know, their personalities and stuff, everything needs to mesh. And this is a great opportunity this Thursday, 1:30 to 4 p.m. at the Martin Luther King Youth Center at 300 South 13th Avenue. There will be numerous organizations there, and you can just find one that might be a good fit and find a way to give back to the community. And again, they will have a lot of different organizations there. It's Arizona at Work, Yuma County, the Volunteer Expo. You can learn new skills, make connections, and expand your resume. That's how a lot of people make connections too for maybe a possible job market in the future is based on some of their volunteering efforts.
Where's that going to be held?
At the Martin Luther King Center at 300 South 13th Avenue.
That's a great opportunity, especially with the holiday season coming up. There's a lot of things that, a lot of volunteer efforts that are going to be needed. You know, the Yuma Community Food Bank, I know Helping Hands, all those Crossroads Missions, they have their 3 meals that they provide during the holidays. So definitely a lot of opportunity and an event where you can actually go out and find, all of them in one place.
That's right. A lot of very worthwhile organizations right here in Yuma County. All right, this is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. We want to thank Allison and then Jeff for coming in today.
We need to go take our Lotus Day Spa Salon selfie.
We do. We'll go out with these gentlemen in a second. And congratulations to Larry Ziegler. He is our Taco Tuesday winner from Tacos and Beer. We will see you tomorrow morning. Sarah Wisdom will be here Wisdom Wednesdays talking about Yuma County library stuff and a couple closures involving the holidays and the library schedule. We will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Bob and Sherry's up next on Z93 and on Outlaw Country. Enjoy your favorite classic country music. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma. Hang on, I gotta flip a switch, guys, then we'll take our selfie, okay? Thanks, Anita.
Yep.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Say goodbye, guys.
Bye.